Chase Bank.
This is another company.
People accounts getting fucked with.
Gonna go up there.
I could look that up right now.
Get the chip, but don't get the chip. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory.
To Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
All right, we want to give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who teach the correct doctrine. Okay, and we're really going to push that today, the correct doctrine. And we want to give a sincere shalom to elect out there, teach this truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, now there's been a lot of news in the financial sector. Okay, what you had 2 weeks ago was, and I was telling brothers this, other brothers have said it too, that when this XRP lawsuit was over, things are going to start moving really fast. And on the 13th it was over, and then the next week we had the Fed Now launch, and you had the CEO of BlackRock going out saying that basically this new digital system, this blockchain technology is going to start going mainstream soon. You know, and everybody's going to be using it. And now you got Congress just passed something. This passed actually 3 different laws. I can't remember the names of them exactly, but they're all dealing with cryptocurrency. So here it is. They didn't touch it for years, right? They had all these scams going on. Everybody was saying, "Oh, no, you guys got to do something," right? Millions of people getting scammed, and now they just did it overnight. All this legislation. Okay, what was it? The Congressional Financial Judiciary Committee or some shit. So they're moving towards this C-hit, man.
And the other day, I seen a cryptocurrency millionaire was found chopped up in a suitcase. Did y'all see that? It was a cryptocurrency millionaire. He was found chopped up in the suitcase. So
Chip.
So who's that?
I don't want the chip, but
That's the Cash App dude found dead.
Yep.
That's and these certain cryptocurrency millionaires been mysteriously found either shot, chopped up, or some crazy outlandish shit, you know. So it ain't no coincidence that these people is being found dead, you know. And he was speaking on the financial situation. This says this just a couple headlines from 2 days ago and yesterday. Zelle outage at J.P. Morgan. Chase is red flag for banks. Chase Bank allegedly closing accounts without a valid reason. All right, so now you got these bank accounts closing for no valid reasons. You got people accounts getting fucked with, and on top of that, you got the Fed Now. You got the cryptocurrencies coming out, and you got all these legislations and all these rules coming out.
So they just did it. Within 2 weeks, they created 3 major pieces of legislation and passed them, and right under the noses. Nobody's talking about this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed."
Right. So you look at what the WEF is trying to do. They're saying that if you don't get implanted, you're not going to be a part of society, and that's what this image of the beast is getting into. You won't be able to participate with the world. Okay. You know, like the Novid. That was the warm up. You couldn't go to the Bills game. You couldn't go to the Sabres game. You couldn't go to certain restaurants. You know, if you were in a certain field of like a medical profession, you were released. You know, you lost your job if you didn't receive that. They're coming down to it, but this time it's going to be the real deal. It's not going to be the test run.
"And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond."
Everybody, man, everybody. You look at some of these people, right? They get out on parole. They get an ankle bracelet. You go tell somebody who's been in prison for a while, hey, if you just get this injection or this implantation, you could roam free on the street. Of course they're going to line up for it.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right.
And it don't mean your left hand, okay? Because you got camps out there saying, oh, if you get it in your left hand. No, it just means that if you take it in general, man, you're done, okay? It don't matter if you spent 20, 25 years in the truth. That's the final test. Okay, you fail that test, it's over for you. You get the Revelation 14 and 9 treatment effect. Get that next.
All right, I'm gonna read one more verse. And that no man might buy or sell, except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Get Revelation 3 and 10, I believe, after that too.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
So that's when you can't have people that say, oh, well, you can get it in your left hand.
Didn't specify.
They're clowns.
It said,
Or in his hand.
or in your hand.
Yeah, it didn't specify right or left. And the third angel followed them with a loud voice, saying, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
And when I think of what that brother just mentioned, I thought about that brother. 'Cause I did a video on this last night. I thought about that brother who was here last week and how he was just being deceived and lied to, man. And that pisses me off, I understand that, everything's Lord's will, but that should vex you, man. You got so many guys that are bullshit, sellouts, okay? Deceiving young brothers that come with humble spirits, man. Bewitching them, okay?
I got one more verse. Maybe you can get that. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
Right, so everybody wants to get on us about how, that's all we talk about. We sound like a broken record. Well, that's the fucking judgment if you receive his mark. Okay, that's deadly serious, man. That's deadly serious. This devil's getting ready to release new diseases. He's starting off with this famine. What was he doing last year? Destroying all the processing plants.
And they got a pandemic office now that they just started not that long ago. And this is a precursor and something to back up that the mark is coming. National Digital ID. How the government plans to keep track of every citizen with the universal ID linking everything from Medicare to your driver's license. All right, Australians could soon be using a national digital ID that would hold all your information, acting as a Medicare card, driver's license, passport, and holding Centrelink details.
And if you pay attention what was going on during Novid, they had some serious lockdowns in Australia, man. They made ours look like nothing. They had to have riots to overcome that shit. Okay?
And the famous interview with Aaron Russo, which was a great interview, when Alex Jones interviewed him. My favorite part of that interview was when Aaron Russo asked Rockefeller. He said, you got all the money, you got all of this, you got all of that. What more could you possibly want? And Rockefeller said, total control over the people. Total control, meaning, see, right now you can go to the store and buy something with cash, and nobody don't know what you bought. Ain't nobody gonna know you bought a condom, right? You go to the damn Arab hut, get you a condom, you leave the store. Nobody will know. But Esau wants to know every little thing you get, man. If it's a damn Reese cup from a Lamborghini. He wants to know every transaction you make. All right. So you used to have dudes that scoff about, oh, I gotta have the chip to. You mean to tell me I'm gonna have to take the chip to get a candy bar? Yeah.
Yep.
You are.
Yeah.
Yep. Hell
And they may not even let you have a damn candy bar.
Right.
they're gonna determine how much meat you could eat, how much of this you could eat,
They might
how much
say,
of that
yeah,
you
they
could
might
eat.
say you had too many candy bars this month. Your purchase is denied.
And then the time is gonna be a famine, so it's gonna be rations. You know, so everything's gonna be cracked down.
Everything is gonna be rationed, man. And then if you don't believe us, then you didn't study the Great Depression, because everything was rationed during the Great Depression, man. That's when so-called food stamps were created.
I mean, I'm sure it's rations now going on. You know, with restaurants.
Rice,
You know,
shit like that.
there's rations going right now.
This is from Reuters. This July 25th.
Writers, which is a
Writers.
Rothschild-owned publication.
WorldCoin users quiet for iris scans. London, Tokyo, Bangalore. People around the world are getting their eyeballs scanned in exchange for a digital ID.
Right, and they're putting $50 on it. they're giving you your retina scan for $50. That's how easy these people are going to be to deceive, to take the C-hit, man.
They paying you to get a digital ID, and they go pay you to receive that MOTB.
And it's an experiment. Because WorldCoin, the guy even said it's just a hobby project. And the guy who made it, Sam Altman, was one of the spearheads of ChatGPT.
It say, people around the world are getting their eyeballs scanned in exchange for a digital ID and the promise of free cryptocurrency, shrugging off concerns among privacy campaigners and data regulators. So you got people getting paid to get their eyes scanned and to create a digital ID, and they're also getting, and they thinking that they're going to receive free cryptocurrencies. So when this MOTB get pushed on the mass of the people, they go get a little piece of change for coming into the system.
And it's an experiment.
And
It's like
people go
everything.
do it, especially when people get broke and times get extra hard.
I got something. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness for which they have prescribed,
Right.
to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. And all these things that they doing are unrighteous decrees. You know, all of these laws that they trying to establish in the earth is all unrighteousness. You know, it's all to take away your privacy. You know, that's one thing you don't have in this society now is privacy, and Esau wants to invade that. So there's a lot of unrighteous decrees that, because he wants to be the Most High. See, we already know that the Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? They see everything. But that's how Esau wants to be. He wants to be the same way. That's why that scripture says that in Thessalonians. Right? He wants to be like the Most High. That's why he's trying to create these unrighteous decrees in this digital system, so everything is tracked. That's why they have that saying, Big Brother sees everything or whatever. You know?
And that's why they got their symbol everywhere, the all-seeing eyes, everywhere. You know?
And this biometric system is getting pushed everywhere. Even recently at my job, now I gotta scan my face to clock in and out. You know, that's a part of a digital ID, because now my name and everything pop up just from scanning my face.
I gotta pray something. It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 1. The word of the Lord came unto me again, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up. Thou hast said, I am God, and sit in the seat of God, and in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not God.
He's the king of the earth. Go ahead.
Though thou set thy heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, there is no secret that they can hide from you.
Because Esau is just a man. At the end of the day, he's a man that was created to be the vessel of dishonor. But you got to understand, everything that he has is technology, and all of his miracles that he's able to do, the Most High allows him to do that. So you really can't be at awe with him because the Most High is allowing him to do
Yeah,
it.
he gave him that power. Just like that's how when Yahushua, when Pilate had Yahushua and he asked him the question, and Yahushua ain't say nothing. And he was like, "Don't you know I got the power to put you to death?" And he was like, "Shit, you don't got no power but the power that
Right.
my father gave."
Yeah.
The Lord gave him the power to create a weapon that's going to destroy them in the end, which is those intercontinental ballistic missiles and hypersonic missiles. The Lord gave him the power to create those weapons, which is going to destroy him. The Lord gave him the power to play around with these viruses and diseases in these labs that's going to help destroy themselves and fulfill prophecy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, there was a story of back during the plague, you know, when the elites were separating themselves from the commoners because they didn't want to get the plague. Apparently, something broke out where some of these elites were in isolation. I forgot what country it was, and all the elites of that nation all passed away. Okay, but the commoners were cool. So, hey, man, you know.
It's verse 4. It said, "With thy wisdom and with thy understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By your great wisdom and by your traffic hast thou increased your riches, and your heart is lifted up because of your riches."
Yep. And that's Esau's. His riches and his weaponry as well. You know? Because a lot of people in Babylon the Great, they boast around the earth because of their military and their weaponry and their riches. You know?
Yeah, they even got the Space Force. They're going to try to fight the angels and the Lord when they come. That's why they're bringing out that distraction. They just put in the news, oh, aliens is real for sure and all this shit. Because they want the people to be against the angels when they come. Because we already knew this. They came out in 1983 or 87. Reagan did that speech.
87, I think.
Yeah, you got World War
You got
III.
a common enemy.
Yeah, you got World War III brewing in Russia, and then Europe is brewing in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. But then they got they already got it set up to where they can say the UFOs invading to stop that, and try to fight the Lord when he come back, because the Lord been showing himself. It's been so-called UFO sightings every day.
All around the world.
Right, you got brothers putting up videos, but you also got just regular people putting up videos.
Yep, seeing them.
Yeah, every day.
Especially in South America, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Recently, it was I believe it was Texas. They were seeing fireballs and shit coming down from the sky, and they thought it was an alien invasion.
Let me finish this off and say, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set your heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon you and the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defy thy brightness. And they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Will thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
So you're gonna have the other nations that's gonna turn on this place. You know? It already tells us in Revelation that the nations have drunk enough of wine, and for the nations are mad. Because at the end of the deal, all the nations are gonna know that Babylon was basically just a piece of shit, man. You know?
And the scriptures say that promotion doesn't come from the east or the west or whatever the scripture says, man.
Yeah, you
It
got
comes from the Most High.
You got, like you said, the Babylon is a piece of shit. You got Joe Biden just
Jamaica situation.
sent Jamaican diplomats
Yep.
all home and shit.
Yep.
Back to Jamaica, like
because they won't
That shit
embrace.
is terrible. That shit, it's real there.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, you got these motherfuckers leaving comfy over
Yeah.
here. Just
Go back
'cause
to
they won't, they ain't accepting fucking transsexuals and
Oh yeah.
gay
Yeah.
marriage. Alright, take your ass
All right, y'all
back
gotta
over
go.
there.
Y'all gotta go.
And what you think they gonna do since them diplomats been over here living all cushy when they gotta go back to the motherfucking the shit?
The trenches.
Yeah,
Go back to Kingston.
yeah. Hopefully you can get on the resort. If they don't let you on the resort, your ass is grass.
Yeah. But that's an example of these nations bowing to the image.
They gonna call them
You know?
Yankees. They're
Yep.
like, you a Yankee.
And it's all because they don't want to accept a
Bati
particular
boys and
agenda. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai is angry with this place. So this place is gonna fall either way. You got something?
Con. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verses 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Mm-hmm.
Every hand of the wicked should come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High should cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
All right, so when he's about to pull his New World Order off, that's when the Most High is going to bring it down, just like in a movie. You know, just like in a movie, perfect timing. All right, you let the villain do his thing for a little while, then in comes the hero, and the hero is going to be in the skies, man. Well, hey, they had what was it? I read an article the other day, and it was from New York Times, so it was pretty legit. They think that the U.S. military thinks that China's got malware in some of their systems.
Or to affect the power grid and shit.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Yeah. And, you know, and
The
that
power
made me
grid
think
and the water.
of that made me think of Job, or not Job, Joel, the second chapter. You know how none of them shall break their ranks, because you know you're gonna have the angels controlling the missiles, but also in the physical realm you're gonna be having things over here, over in the physical realm that allow the missiles to hit their targets, man. That defense system could be shut right off.
And not to mention, they keep pushing and creating AI, artificial intelligence. Who's to say the Lord didn't have them create artificial intelligence to make them shoot a missile? It's a possibility.
How do you know? How do you know that they don't create this artificial intelligence to say, "Oh, we want to better the world," and the AI says, "Holy shit, we got to get these devils out of power."
Yeah.
Read the next couple
Even
verses.
the AI might agree. And I got something in Psalm.
When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword. And the glittering sword is them ICBMs. Cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him.
So that's going to be his downfall. That's why the Lord said he created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire. You know, because he actually, the Lord put the spirit on them to make that weapon to fall upon themselves. And that shows you the humor of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, he allows you to make a powerful instrument that falls right back upon your own head. You know, and those missiles are going to fly from Babylon, Russia, China, Iran, India, Israel, North Korea, South. I mean, that's why it's called World War III, and it's going to be fought with technology, basically. You know, and I'm pretty sure AI is going to be in there.
Oh, it's
You know,
absolutely.
of course. You know, because that's really the new thing. You're not that's how this war is going to be fought, and that's the ultimate warning. See, these people, they live in a fantasy world, man. They don't want to hear this message because first of all, because they're wicked. You know, that's why a lot of these people don't want to hear this message, because they're wicked. A wicked individual doesn't want to hear this message.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we preaching? We're preaching salvation
The king.
to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect amongst you. Because even some of y'all gonna get blasted, man.
Oh yeah.
Majority of y'all gonna get blasted. So this message is actually comforting to us, because We're trying to live righteously. We want a righteous society. And to be completely honest with you, we sick of this shit.
Yeah.
This world is completely whack.
Ain't no way you can be comfortable in this world knowing the truth.
Knowing the truth, there's no way you could be comfortable in this society when you seeing all this wickedness, when you seeing how people behave on a daily basis, when you see the things that's allowed in society, and no punishment is taking place.
The way the system is on what the fuck you gotta do just to survive.
Everything is out of whack because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. So we literally have to continue to put this vibration out there so the Lord can fulfill his promise, fulfill his prophecy. Go ahead,
This
whatever y'all got.
It's Deuteronomy 32, verse 41. If I whet my glittering sword, and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and reward them that hate me. Just going back to what brother said, our people don't want to hear this message. They hate this message. All right, the Lord said, I will render vengeance to mine enemies and reward them that hate me. When we speak this message, the people don't want to hear it because it speaks against this kingdom. It speaks against, they want to be comfortable in Babylon. They don't mind Esau, Edom ruling and having rulership over them. They don't mind it.
Get that and think of Jeremiah 51:1.
This is Psalm 64 and 5. Talking about the elites and their whole system that they're setting up, you know, to watch everything, to track everything. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. And if you notice a lot of these news stories, you know, Esau puts them out there just so he can monitor social media and get people's reactions to it. Okay? Everything's always a big research project to this devil. He's like a mad scientist, just like the brother brought out in Ezekiel, what was it, 28? They're wiser than Daniel, man. Okay, they know who's with them. They know who's against them. They know every one of these patriots that's planning to come against them. They know who all the prophets are.
Yep.
Okay.
And even with the something as simple as the metaverse, they got artificial intelligence going through the social media accounts, looking at posts, you know, looking at people's views.
So when we were getting flagged for medical misinformation on a half-hour video, 10 minutes after we posted it, what do you think that was? You think that was a person, or you think that was AI? It just goes to show you they've been using it for a while.
That was AI, definitely, because ain't nobody sit there and ain't nobody sit there and physically watch
Yeah.
all of those videos to say, okay, this is medical misinformation.
Yeah.
There's particular buzzwords that we use.
You couldn't hire that many
that they
people.
use.
And
More?
Yeah.
and not to mention, if they had humans sitting there listening to all those videos, they would probably bug the fuck out or become believers.
Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Right? The whole thought police thing. You think a certain way, we cancel you. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. And that's what this AI was made for, man, to watch every single thing that you do. In these 15-minute cities, they want to put cameras in the bathroom that hooks up to the AI that records exactly how long you piss, man. That's what kind of society these devils want to make. Okay? They want some shit hooked up to you so that they can analyze your dreams.
They want to know what you.
It's crazy.
What you watching, what music you listen to, what you
He's a
influenced
maniac.
by.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Now, if we think about this new system, blockchain technology, where they can track everything, man. You know, they'll be able to track all the doomsday preppers every time they buy something. Okay? They'll be able to track every time you purchase water or something. You know, and then it'll all be on a database. Wait a minute, this guy's got a little bit too much water here. He might be doomsday prepper. We got a target.
Yo, I was just about to mention that. They definitely categorizing survivalists, categorizing men in this truth based on what you watch, what you listen to, what you buying.
This guy bought 100 mason jars and he's buying all kinds of seeds.
What he up to?
Yeah.
If you watch that movie Implanted, that's like one of the dopest movies, man. It shows you how that device that they implant in you is really gonna take. If you take that shit, it's gonna take over your spirit, man. It's gonna have total control over you. Whatever they putting in it, whatever they doing, like that movie Implanted, she didn't even have control over herself, man. I'm talking about she was completely that thing was running her. It was running her. There's nothing she could do. You know.
Even now they have things that could overtake their thoughts.
That's all right. This is Job 20:4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung."
And think about it, man. Right before that happens, he's going to have these people totally beaten to submission. Okay, when the famine start, when the numbers of the population start dropping, when he's got everybody on an even more controlling grid, okay, it's going to seem like he's invincible. But it's really going to be the Most High who brings him down.
The Most High is going to make, the Most High is setting him up, and the Most High is allowing people, all the people that bow to Esau is the people that the Most High don't want. Especially amongst you Israelites. If you bow to Esau, you bow to the image, you take his mark, that's the Most High doing that to you. It's not Esau, it's really the Most High doing that to you. That the Most High don't want your ass. Because the Most High is not going to allow his elect to bow to the image or take the mark. He's not going to put you in that predicament or that situation. You got a lot of niggas, man, what if he forced it on you, man? What if them the niggas that ain't got faith for real.
Right. Just live by.
Because why you thinking like, I'm not thinking that what if Esau forced the chip on me?
Force it on you.
In my mind, I'm just not getting that shit, and the Most High not gonna put me in that position. That's my stance
Right.
on me. You know, the Lord ain't gonna put me in that position because I believe in Him. You know, that's how you should think. Don't think, what if you come to my house and force it on me?
Too many what ifs.
You ain't got no fucking faith,
right.
man.
Too many
No,
what ifs.
it's, you got to be willing to die and stand for what you believe in.
Hey, man, I mentioned in the video I did last night, you know? I've been in the truth, 12, 13 years, and ever since we came in the truth, our apostles have been pushing, you know, what could happen. Okay, I had a video on an old hard drive. It was uploaded when I first came in the truth. I'll never forget it. Two of them, actually. One was Our Darkest Hour, and the other one was the beheading. Okay? Ever since we came to the truth, our apostles have been pushing, you could get beheaded for denying this man's mark. So you guys that are pussyfooting around, you're not built up for that time, okay? You haven't meditated for years and years wondering if you're going to have to die for this truth or not. We already got it in our heads. I know I do. You know, I think about that guillotine all the time.
Yeah, another movie is to watch. Is the movie that Yeshaya put me on to is what is it called? The 1999 something. Revelations. Yeah, just type it in on YouTube. They show you in that movie. That movie got some bad scenes, man. It shows you how she took it. She took the mark. Now, mind you, she was blind. In that movie, she took the mark and she was able to see, and she was mesmerized,
And
right?
they got the technology for that now.
Yeah, she was mesmerized. She basically bowed to the image, and she took the mark and she was able to see. And she was all, oh my God, I can see. But then for the ones that didn't take it, they had the fucking guillotine over there in the room with the pyramid and the all-seeing eye on top of the guillotine. For the ones who didn't want it.
Yeah, once you took the mark, you just actually denounced the Lord.
Yep.
You actually right
Yep.
the movie. That shit was
Yep.
crazy. And the dude that was in a wheelchair was able to walk.
I'm gonna have to revisit. I'm gonna have to do a re-upload or do another video on that.
Hey, there was one of them elites that said years back that to join the New World Order, you're going to have to make a oath to their gods. You're going to have to denounce yours.
I got a couple more verses. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, Job 20:7. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. He shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Right, because that perpetual hatred, man. Okay? Because this captivity isn't the only one where Esau's oppressed us. You know? Hey, ever since he came out the womb.
Yep.
Okay, the sins of his youth. He still hasn't paid for that.
The wicked are strength from the womb.
It says, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. That's that poison. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. That was it. That's pretty much it. So yeah, man. So at the end of the deal, what's gonna happen to this man? He's gonna be done away with.
A distant memory.
Yeah. So exactly, a distant memory. So at the end of the day, it's like, why would you bow to him? Why would you worship the image? Why would you take his mark when you can read about what's gonna happen? So you're gonna bow down to him for nothing. You know? Because the Most High is still gonna do away with him. You know?
And he gonna pay for all them sins.
Yeah.
Because the way, I got a precept. The way the Lord punished Israel and the way he punished the other nations is different. He's gonna get them in the end. It's
Get double.
2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 13. For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they come to the fullness of their sins, so he deal with us.
Yeah, because if you think about it, when the kingdom is established, the other nations, you know, they're going to be subject to us, right? They're going to be in captivity as well, but they're not going to be punished like the Edomites. You know, they still going to have their own sectors of land where they're supposed to be. You know, they're going to pay tribute to us. They're not going to be able to just do what they want. They're going to have to come. We're going to be on top. But Esau is going to be brutally punished. Okay? He's going to be getting hell on his ass, man, if you will. You know? He going to be getting effed up day and night.
He ain't gonna be at peace at all.
At all.
He ain't gonna have no land. He ain't gonna have no establishments, no nothing.
See, now the other nations, they're actually going to live better under us than they're doing right now.
They gonna have their own land. They go,
You know?
they gonna be all right.
But we still going to remember how the other nations treated us. Because right now, the other nations, they treat you like shit. You know, let's just be honest. They still treat you like they look down on you. You know, that's why the scriptures say, who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? You know?
Yeah.
Even the foods they feed us is bullshit. They overcharge you for shit. They feed you bullshit. You go into a lot of these Arab huts, you can't get fruit. Some of these motherfuckers, some of them don't even have water.
Can't get no water.
It's all bullshit in them stores, and it's designed because Jake is always at the corner store.
You got everything but water.
Just like Moab, that food is garbage, man. The Moab shops that's in your neighborhoods, that shit is garbage. They don't even eat that shit.
They're supposed to be treating, but they really supposed to be treating you better than they self.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that in the kingdom.
Shalom, Mark.
I see the video online where these two dudes was acting blind.
Get
One
Micah
was
4
white,
and
one
5.
was black.
I seen that.
You see that? And every time the white dude grabs somebody's arm,
Oh, the blind dude?
yeah, they help him. But every time the black dude,
It was like, what the fuck?
that's how they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be the opposite, though.
That's how they're
That's
trying to
the
wait
devil, all right? That's how they're supposed to be getting that dude away from him.
Yeah. I think he posted Micah 4 and 5. Gonna read it out there. Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 4, verses 5. For all people will walk everyone in the name of his power, and we will walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever. And that day, saith the Lord, will I will assemble her that halted, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted.
Yep. Now go down to verse 11. Because that's talking about the nations, right?
Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, let her be defiled,
Yep.
and let our eye look upon Zion.
Yeah, the her is Jerusalem. Let her be defiled, right? Like I quoted earlier, who shall have pity upon the old Jerusalem? And a lot of these nations know that we the Israelites too.
Yeah, and that's why they're supposed to be treating us with way more
Yep.
respect,
Yep.
even though we in our lower state.
So the nations, don't expect them to have pity upon you. They fulfilling prophecy. They doing what the scriptures say. You know, but when the tables are turned, and Yahweh Shai sets us up, and we in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be the rulers. We're gonna be on top. We're gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments written within our inward parts. All right, and we're gonna be the ones that have respect. You know. Go ahead.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 20. Thus saith Yahweh, it shall yet come to pass that there shall come people and inhabitants of many cities, and the inhabitants of one city shall go to another and say, let us go speedily to pray before the Lord and to seek the Lord of hosts. I will also go also. Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before the Lord.
And that's when this is gonna take place when we're in our power seat. You know, all nations are gonna know who's the true power, especially after the Lord destroys this place, man. All nations are gonna know who the true power is. All nations are gonna know who the children of Israel is, man.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no such thing as they serving their gods. Everybody gonna
Yeah,
serve.
you ain't gonna have no fucking Elamite driving around with a fucking cow on his dashboard, worshiping the cow.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see that, man. It's gonna be Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai's kingdom.
It
All
said,
right.
thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all the languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, and say, we will go with you, for we have heard that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is with you.
Yeah, because the Lord is with his people, right? The Lord is and when we try to break, like, let's say somebody comes up and debates, right? We letting you know that, hey, the Lord is only for the Israelites, but they'll try to make it seem like the Lord is for everybody. But no, he's for the Israelites. He's the God of the Israelites. So when his kingdom is established, the Israelites are going to be the ones that's on top, right? And the other nations are going to be the ones that's not on top. See, right now in this society, it's flipped around because this is not our rest. Go ahead.
This is the book of the additions to Esther, chapter 10, verse 8. And the nations were those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews. And
I mean, think about all the shit that the nations have done, man. Think about all the shit that they've done to us. The other nations at one point, they was being petty. They made niggas wear a hat. You know, they was really just clowning with Jake. Here, put this hat on. You know,
They made us wear gloves, made us wear hats. They didn't even want us to touch their shit with our bare skin.
just playing with Jake, man. Go ahead.
And my nation is this, Israel, which cried to Yahweh and were saved. For the Lord hath saved his people, and the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils. And Yahweh hath wrought signs and great wonders, which have not been done among the Gentiles.
And that's the best thing about this book, knowing that it's only for a particular people. You know, that's the best thing about this book. All right, knowing that it's only for a particular people, but knowing that you are a part of that particular people. Go ahead.
Therefore have he made 2 lots, one for the people of Yahweh, and another for all the Gentiles.
Yep.
And these 2 lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment before Yahweh among all nations. So Yahweh remembered his people and justified his inheritance.
His people, man. And that's what we out here to tell you. Jake out here acting like we telling them that they ain't gonna make it. We out here letting you know that the kingdom of heaven is for you and only you. But what's the first thing a nigga wanna do? Well, what about them?
Yeah.
But what about why can't they come too? That's your fucking problem, man.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai told us go out and preach the gospel.
Damn.
And the word gospel means good news.
Yeah.
We're bringing y'all good news.
The first thing an Israelite want to do is ask, what about the other nations? That proves that you really don't consider history, man, because they never thought about that about you.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
was just watching the video the brother did back on when remember the Israelites in DC?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
and the white boys, and it was
Oh.
like, and the white bitch from Infowars.
Yeah, I
was
just
like,
seen that. I just seen
Yeah,
that.
she was like, "Are you going to recant for what you said about them?"
Mhm.
He said, "Which
I
is
just
you
watched
going
it
to
yesterday.
recant what your people did in slavery?"
Yeah, she was trying to make it more about race,
Yeah.
which it is about race, but it's not we don't use the racial terms they use.
It's deeper than that.
We see if I was me, she would have said, "Are you advocating to kill white people?" I would have said, "No, Edomites." They didn't really say that,
Yeah.
but it's not about white and black, right?
Nah.
It's about Esau, Jacob and Esau. That's what it's about. And see, you have to use biblical terms when you're dealing with these fucking worldly people, because they'll try to twist your shit up, you know.
Especially
He's
Esau.
advocating to kill white. No, we advocating for Edomites to be eradicated from the fucking face of the earth.
Their judgment.
And
You can look white and still be one of us.
Yeah, these people now spiritual.
Yeah, they're not spiritual.
And Esau big on being deceptive with
Yeah.
with the English
Yeah.
English language.
That's why, like the brother said, you gotta use
Gotta use biblical terms, man, yeah.
Just like I can't wait for a goddamn Jew to come up to me and tell me he an Ashkenazi Jew. I'm gonna go to the book of Genesis and show him that that's impossible.
Yep.
Because that dude was on the earth way before Jacob and Esau was.
I got a quick one.
Before it was Jew. Right.
Isaiah 2:12 from the brother Azan Amath. Shalom, man. How about you, Meshach Barakatah? For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. All right? And that's what's getting ready to happen. Esau is getting ready to be brought low. All right? That's the day that we're waiting on. Now see, that chick, I forgot her name, but the brother from Vegas uploaded the video. She came up to them Israelites in DC. See, Esau act like he don't know what happened in history. Esau acts like he's got Alzheimer's, man. You know? Even if you do say these group of Edomites need to be done away with, and people have a problem with it, why don't you go into history, man, and see what was actually done to our people?
Not that long ago.
And they hate when you bring it up. Edomites hate when you bring it up. But the Most High requireth that which is past. See, you can't just punch us in the face, take what's in our pockets, and then go spend all the money and enjoy life and expect us to forget the shit, man. No. We're going to bring it up. We're going to bring it up through the scriptures, and we're going to tell you your judgment.
Yeah, y'all bring up, when we do shit, y'all bring up charges and shit. That's what we bringing up, y'all charges.
Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful point. Esau won't give you a job because of your rap sheet, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, what about your rap sheet, man? Your rap sheet can stretch around the earth, go to the bottom of the fucking ocean, go up into outer space, and then come back.
Yeah, they the new movie, y'all ain't see that movie Sounds of Freedom?
No, is that the one you was talking about?
Yeah, I
Mel
gotta-
Gibson?
Yeah, I gotta watch that. That's
What is
about it's about child sex.
The trafficking.
Yeah, these Edomites.
Yeah.
They don't want people to go see that movie. It's the fucking #1 movie in America.
And they're not gonna put it on streaming.
Yeah, you can't
I
usually if a movie come out, you can go and pay for it right on whatever
or
device you got.
Amazon or some shit, but
Anything.
they say they're not gonna put it on there.
And that movie was actually filmed in 2017, but Disney had it blocked for
years.
Yeah, Disney is wicked too.
And I noticed a lot of actors been coming out speaking against Oprah too.
It's
Ellen DeGeneres.
yeah, that's a faggot.
Nice.
Yeah, one.
Doc, these celebrities, these fruitcake celebrities, they'll adopt children and do what they will with them.
Turn them into servants or sex slaves.
Horrible.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
Yep.
Your reward shall return upon your own head.
So you have a reward, you have a punishment coming into you. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
Yeah, like they tell you, do the time, do the crime.
The Most High is fair, especially, why you think the Most High, you didn't just do this to any people. You did it to the apple of his eye, his inheritance, his chosen. Go ahead. So you know you got some shit coming.
It say, for as you have drunken of my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down. They shall be as though they had not been.
So that means the Most High is going to force that upon you. Because you can drink, not like nothing, spit it out. I don't want that. No, you're going to drink and swallow down. All right? You're going to taste the dregs of it.
You're not going to resist.
Exactly.
Stop resisting. That's what we're going to say to y'all.
Yep. You said that to us. The nigga don't even be resisting.
Yeah.
Just give one a reason to kill you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Stop resisting. Stop. You here it is. It's 3 of these niggas on you.
That's what he's gonna be saying when he mandates his.
Dude, they wouldn't even let us starve. They wouldn't even let us starve ourselves out back in the time of slavery. They'd fucking knock your teeth down your throat and feed you through a funnel.
And that's how we're going to do now.
Yep.
It says, thou hast done, it should be done unto
them.
thee.
Yep.
Oh, you think you go die from starvation? Nah, we go force you to eat. We go force you to live.
Yeah, they looked at that like changing the oil in your car. You know, the possessions.
They say, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
And that's another scripture to prove that only Israelites can make it. It says, upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it.
And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, all right, which that's the spirit, for the Lord have spoken it. So that means not one Edomite, all right, is going at the end of the deal, they're gonna all be done away with. And that prophecy didn't take place already, Vocab Malone. All right, we looking at, Edomites, there's an Edomite on the bike right there. Edomites just walk past. Hell, you see Edomites every day.
Edomites
Right.
in that restaurant eating right now,
Yep.
drinking.
The children of Edom are well and alive.
Right.
And stable.
Children of Eden will pull your ass over.
It say,
Yeah.
and saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the Mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Yeah, so Esau is getting ready to face a penalty, right? Lethal injection. You're getting ready to get that chair, man. And it's only right. Because look what you've done. The Most High said, okay, the earth, here's the earth. Let me see what you could do with it. And look what this nigga did. Look around. He failed the test, but it was designed for him to fail the test because he's the vessel of dishonor. He wasn't, it was going all the way back to Jacob and Esau. Why do you think the Most High put the spirit on Jacob to basically supplant Isaac, right? Because it wasn't supposed to go to Esau. It was supposed to go to Jacob. But Esau was the eldest son, but it went to the younger son. He got put the hair, you know, he dressed him up, put the hair on him. That was all the Most High. And then Esau bitch ass come in there crying. Have not thou one more blessing for me? And then this what you hear. All right, here you go. You got the fact. There you go. This your shit,
There you go.
nigga.
This your shit. You got
know?
it. You got it.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Fatness of the earth.
Poison every fucking thing.
Yep. Go ahead, get that real quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verses 1. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth. O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to whom vengeance belongeth. Show thyself. Lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Yeah, that's sometimes, we ask ourselves those questions, but the word, we got to be patient. The word patient means to suffer. The Lord's not going to come when we want him to come. He's going to come when the Father sends him. So your job is to endure. Yeah, we want the wicked to be taken down right now, but it's going to happen on Yahweh's watch. Go ahead.
And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves.
Look at the things they doing in the earth. AI this technology that. They boasting themselves.
Well, it's like boast themselves with a question mark.
Yep, that's a question. Yeah. But yet they are boasting themselves. They building this, they doing that. They got these things set in place to let you know what they're gonna do. They telling you if you don't get this, you ain't gonna be able to do that. They flexing.
Yeah.
You know?
And back to patience. Sometimes somebody could think they ready, but they not really ready. You know?
Yep.
Because it's easy to say, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that, or I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. It's a stage, it's category, it's categories you gotta go through, it's degrees you gotta go through, it's levels you gotta go through. You might think you ready right now, but the Lord knows you're not ready yet. So you might have to go through a few more trials and tribulations. You might have to go through a few more training sessions to become ready for the hell that's coming, or for the trials and tribulations that you finna face, for the war that you finna go through.
Yeah, because technically we still here because the Lord is still sealing his elect.
It's a reason.
You know?
We still being worked on. We still being strengthened. We still being built up. Some people faith and hope not there yet. Let's go get there, but it's not there yet.
So sometimes you got to deal with something to learn something about yourself that you never
Yeah.
knew before.
Yeah, because it's a lot of grown men out here that don't even know themselves.
God.
That still got to go through certain things. That still got to face certain demons.
And this truth is designed to like repolish you. You know? It makes you a new man.
Yeah, a new creature.
It says acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So, hey, we all still going through that fire, man. You know? But hey, shit. If we see them chariots, and we see that thing being implemented,
Oh, it's on.
we know. Yeah, hey, gird up your loins, But we literally, when you look at these apps and the information that's going out there, you can see that this C-hip is right around the corner,
Right.
man.
The stage is set.
The stage is set. Nigga, we doing sound check. All right?
Well, this is the year this is the hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass. So
Where we in? About to go in August? Yeah. Yep. So we halfway through 2023. But the agenda is to keep hope, man.
At this point, we in the back warming up. Getting ready to come out.
Yep. You can smell it. The scriptures say the fats overflow for the wickedness is great. Got a little more? That was it.
that was it. All right, go ahead.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 33. Then I answered and said, how and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are years few and evil? And he answered me, saying, do not thou hasten above the Most High, for thy haste is in vain to be above him, for thou hast much exceeded. Saying that you can't haste above the Most High.
Right. And that's why a lot of individuals, they fall out the truth. Because you'll come in, you think that, you're doing the work, the Lord don't come, and then the truth really it's not benefiting you. And if the truth ain't benefiting you, that means it's not for you. So a lot of dudes go back into the world,
Yeah, that be because they don't get the proper understanding. Cause like dude was saying last week, oh, shit been getting rough and his family and all that. Well, if you would have properly learned the scriptures, you know, you'd have knew that was coming. Because our elders and apostles told us that those things happened to them. And they said it was probably gonna happen to you. Like that's like before I started having all that bad shit with my family.
Well, you said
I heard the warning.
last week. You said it's a part of the process.
Yeah.
And that shit stuck with me because it is a part of the process. You come into this truth and your family turning on you and talking shit about you. It's a part of the. It's like this. That's what's gonna happen.
That's a category. That's a degree you got to go through.
Yeah, but see, like a lot of people not in IUIC ain't telling their people that shit. Yeah, it's giving them that warning. Yo, this shit is gonna get
People you grew up with, people you were friends with your whole life. All of a sudden, ain't even talking to you no more.
hard. All my hoes left me. It's like, yo, you crazy?
Yeah.
You out there protesting?
And this truth,
Doing that cult.
this truth benefits us spiritually and mentally and physically if you're using the spirit. Because when you apply wisdom to your life, it is beneficial to you. It's beneficial to your health, beneficial to how you think, how you move,
What you eat.
what you eat.
Beneficial
If
to
you
your
would've told me-
spirit.
If you would have told me 2 years ago I would go a whole year without eating a slice of pizza, I would have thought you were fucking crazy. But here it is.
I'm gonna grab this real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Philippians chapter 3 verses, the book of Philippians chapter 3 verses 7. But what things were gained to me, those I kind of lost for Yahweh Shai. Yea, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai and my Shak, my Lord.
Hey, you gotta give some shit up.
Fuck them hoes, fuck them cars.
Fuck this whole life,
Yeah,
You gotta give it up, man.
everything.
period.
Cause I be thinking to myself like, what if I didn't have the truth? Like, I think about the shit I was doing, how wretched I was.
I be worldly as hell.
I was a filthy motherfucker, man. You know, like niggas just doing what you want to do. You know, like nah, I mean, you gotta have some type of.
Do as thou wilt.
So you gotta.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
have
glad
a-
the Most High, you know, woke me up because you gotta have some type of order to
Yeah,
yourself.
you gotta have a line that you won't cross.
Yeah, man.
And you gotta have morals.
Yeah.
People in this world, like,
They don't got no integrity.
yeah, when I was growing up, people still had like morals. This generation that's going on now, even the people that's my age now, they had morals when they was growing up and they don't got none no more.
Yeah.
Because they went with the world.
Yeah.
This world teach you not to have no morals.
Yep.
No respect.
Because you ever like, you know, you grow up with somebody, you know, yo, this is a good person, you know,
Mhm.
value clean, whoever it is. Later, years later, you see them, they just,
Yeah, they fucked up. They don't
Like,
have this. They don't have
like,
the same.
damn.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
the brother
that's-
said, because they went with the world.
Fear of the Lord.
Yeah, because people in the world would tell you gotta be open-minded, but I would tell people you gotta be closed-minded.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta.
But when you open-minded, you acceptable to them demons.
That's a fact.
And you a city you a city that's unwalled.
And another term they use is brainwashed. I'm glad I got brainwashed. My brain got fucking washed from this filth. Brainwash is a good thing. Listen to the word. My brain was dirty as shit,
Watch, yeah.
and then this word washed it.
Folly is set in great dignity, simplicity.
So yeah, we are brainwashed, you know, and we gave up a lot of things for Yahweh Shai's sake, man. And now, you know, hey, the Lord set us up to be the example, starting with the apostles and elders, all you brothers around the world that teach the true doctrine. We're examples to our people, man. You know, our people can learn from us. You know, He set us up to be teachers, so you can get this. Anybody got something else?
Yes, Isaiah 43 and 1. But now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee.
Yeah, Isaiah.
And through the
46.
rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. I am the Lord thy power, thy Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. Since thou wast precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life. You know, just an encouraging, motivational scripture right here. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
Which proves that you have Israelites scattered amongst other nations. Okay? And that's why this deliverance is going to be a worldwide salvation. It's going to be a worldwide event.
Yeah, when you read Hosea, it tell you that Israel was going to be as the sand of the sea.
That's right.
And the example, it's more Israelite. Like they tell us that we, the minority, it's more Israelites on this earth than anything.
It says Israel should be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Yeah, it can't be measured nor numbered. And the proof of that is when if you read the book of Exodus at the beginning, 75 souls went into Egypt, and when you read the first chapter, it say they more and mightier than us. It's 75 souls went to a fucking Egypt
people.
was the head motherfucking
Kingdom.
on the earth.
Yeah.
75 Israelites went in there, and they was
Think about it. Egypt
Getting
is
it
still
rocking.
greatly studied to this day.
and that's because we was there.
And even on the worldly level, when they call us the minority, they not even considering South America or Africa.
No,
or
but that's
other
what
countries.
I'm saying.
That's
we,
all our people.
They just say that to lower us.
Yeah.
But I'm saying our people as a whole, that's what we do. We multiply.
Because you really can't tell who's an Israelite. You got to go by their spirit.
You
They
gotta go by the
classify
spirit.
us physically.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a black person.
Like
Black.
you had to
Fiercely
have
discerned.
50% Negro blood to be a Japanese samurai, or they wouldn't even train you. Those men are still scattered here throughout to this day.
War babies, too.
Yeah, war babies.
War babies.
The,
A lot of our people look like straight Moabites.
the Shaolin monks amongst the Moabites, scattered amongst the Moabites.
Yeah. We're going to close out on this one, unless you got one. That was it?
Yeah,
We're gonna close out on
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49 and 5. And now saith the Lord, that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him, though Israel be not gathered. Yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord, and my power shall be my strength, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel.
That's one of my favorite scriptures. That's what the Lord has used us to do. But the Lord said it's a light thing, you know, to use us to raise up the tribes of Israel and to restore the preserved of Jacob. So we out here to wake up the dry bones, the elect amongst them. Go ahead.
I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth.
And to the ends of the earth, you know, and it started in Deuteronomy 28 and 64. That was the curse. The Lord scattered us amongst all nations. That's where it started at. And he said we was going to serve their gods wherever we were scattered. So that proves that the salvation has to come from all the nations. He can't scatter us and then just go over here and get a little. What about the ones over here that woke up? What about the ones over there that woke up? What about the ones in Hawaii that woke up? What about the ones in Alaska? All right, Jake has this truth has gotten out. We're gonna close with Psalms 19. It's gotten out. It's went through the four corners of the land, man. So there's gonna be chariots everywhere. They're gonna cover the whole entire globe, man.
They already are everywhere. Shit, NASA said they all over
Start
the
at
globe.
one.
Spotted all over the globe.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead.
This is the book
Start
of
at one.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curse, which I have set before you, that you shall call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord your power have driven thee. And thou shalt return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I have commanded you this day, you and your children with all your heart and with all your soul, then then the Lord your power will turn your captivity and compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all nations, whether the Lord your power have scattered you.
And that's talking about the four corners of the earth. That's why you got the angels holding back the destruction from the four winds. And it says the angel's not gonna be let loose until he seals the servants. You know? Got more?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If any of you be driven out into the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord gather you.
Hey, you could be in some you could be in some place that nobody even know, man.
Yeah.
The Lord, hey, you're gonna be delivered.
You could be in Titan. What's that little? The Titan.
Hey, and you gotta think, man, there could very well possibly be brothers out there teaching that don't have cameras. Everybody don't have a camera.
Yeah, the spirit could have just came upon them.
Yeah, everybody they could be somewhere teaching where it ain't no
And
internet.
you gonna have brothers that's locked
Earth
up
is
in
big.
locked up in these prisons
Yeah.
that get delivered. The Lord said, "From thence where He gets you."
Yep.
And you, I mean, there's so many camps out there that are recording that we don't know the channels. You know, do you know every single website out there? No, you don't.
Right. YouTube
You know?
is the main hub, but it could be other sites that we don't even know that's getting.
There's billions of YouTube channels. You could have somebody who's been teaching the truth for 10 years, and all of a sudden you discover their channel and only got 2 views.
Yep. Go ahead.
It say, "And from thence we fetch thee,
Shalom.
and the Lord will bring you into the land which your fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and He will do you good and multiply you above your fathers."
Yep. I gotta get this one. The brother Shopper of the 12. This is my boy right here. Ezekiel 36 and 24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you. And what did it say in Deuteronomy 28 and 64? That we were going to serve those gods where we were scattered. But in that scripture it says that the Lord was going to gather us and then cleanse us from all the idols. So that's balance, man. See how the Lord works? Go ahead, Psalms 19.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verses 1. The heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Yeah, you brothers seen them brothers out there teaching in deaf sign language? If you deaf, you can get it. Most High got a GMS deaf camp, right? Those brothers out in LA, they camp got so big, they just said, y'all brothers go teach in Espanol, man. Just, hey, go over there and teach, because that's different languages, right? So this word is going out in all different fashions, man. Go ahead.
There are
Italy, GMS Italy, them brothers teaching in Italian, man. And other languages around the earth. That's just a few that came to my mind.
Yeah, I was watching.
Chaps in Africa too.
Yeah, I was watching the brothers in Rochester this morning, and Gabar was saying that it was a dude from East Africa in their comment board.
See? And that's because, keep reading, that's because of the scripture.
Their line is going out through all the earth, and their word to the end of the world.
And if that dude in East Africa, he getting the truth, you don't know who he telling, or who he showing,
Yep.
or how he's sharing that. Because if he into it, he gonna share it somehow.
Like when I heard the word, I was overseas
Yep.
in the military, and I was definitely telling people on the things.
And if you
So-
search for something in English,
So that it's just in the air lingering.
How you doing? Can't hold it in. It's
No,
too good.
no.
and if you're searching for something in English and your location's in the United States, the search engines are designed to give you mostly,
videos and channels that are from here, or in the UK or in America, friend. They ain't gonna give you nothing in another language, man.
Right.
I mean, sometimes they will, but most of the time it's gonna be an English uploaded video.
Go ahead.
Their line is going out through all the earth, and their word to the end of the world. And them had he set a tabernacle for their son.
Yeah, so you can be streaming on YouTube or a different platform, but it's available worldwide. You know, it's available worldwide. So you can have other people from different countries watching your videos. You know, and that's why the Lord set up the internet, man. So this thing can go all the way out there. The lines have gone to the ends of the earth. All right. So with that, all right, Lord willing, you were edified. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters were edified. We're going to close up. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory.
So Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, we want to give a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's elect. And Lord willing, we'll see you brothers next week. Shalom. Shalom, Mak. Shalom.